The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he made Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginny they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
Hey, Grandpa! Hey, everybody, a letter from West Virginia. From Aunt Myra and Uncle Jed.
Well, it's about time. We haven't had a letter from home in almost a year.
Hey, I ain't never seen one of them striped envelopes before. Well, that means it come airline. Well, open her up, Luke. It might be emergency. You everybody ready?
Yeah.
Read, Luke. Wait. Dear Amos, Kate, Luke, little Luke, and Hassie, we are all fine. How are you?
Oh, fine. Go ahead, Luke.
We're sorry we didn't write sooner. We have been busy because Simon Brothers Paper and Pulp Incorporated have opened a plant here. Jed, Carl, and Edgar took jobs over there, so that all of us is in paper boxes now.
Oh, them poor souls. Closing the farms down like that. They must be having a tough time.
It's a good thing we come out here when we did.
The only one not working there is Great-Grandma McCoy. Which brings me to the most important point of the letter. We are planning a celebration party to celebrate Great-Grandma's 100th birthday.
Oh, my!
You know, it just don't seem possible 100 years has gone by since she was born.
Time sure flies.
There's more. Nothing would make her and us happier than if you California McCoys could find your way clear to come to the party here next Friday. I'll close now, hoping you can make it. Love from all of us to all of you, Aunt Myra.
I sure would love to see Smoky Corners again.
It'd just be wonderful, but it's out of the question.
Oh, yeah, we could never afford nothing like that.
We gotta send her something real nice, though.
Yeah. We can look through your new catalog, Grandpa?
Something wrong?
You know, I was just remembering that dear old lady and all the good things she done for us. Now she's gonna be 100. This might be the last chance we get to see the old girl.
I know what you're thinking, Grandpa, but a trip like that would be pretty dear money-wise.
The money we've got has got to go for other things.
Yeah, but I can't help thinking that Great-Grandma McCoy is a whole lot more important than anything that money can buy.
I'm with Grandpa. I think we ought to go.
Well, I think so, too. It's vacation time.
Now, simmer down. Don't go jumping yourself into no conclusions. If we was to go...
Yeah?
Which we ain't. There wouldn't be enough money for you kids to go. You'd have to stay with McMichaels.
Oh!
Now, hush up.
You know, it'd be kind of nice to see the old gal before she gets the call.
You know, Grandpa, the car's been running real good. There's some tread on the tires that ain't boiled over in a week.
Oh, we're just daydreaming. Our car wouldn't even get us across the state line.
Well, now, look, even if we was to go, which we ain't, we go the way the good Lord meant for us to go by train.
Flying's best.
Now, look, if we was to go, which we ain't, we ain't climbing into none of them airplanes. For bringing letters fast, that's just dandy. But for people, not a chance.
We're moving.
It's a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Just like riding along on the ground.
We are on the ground, Grandpa. This is called taxiing.
Oh. No extra fare?
See, we're just moving out to a good clear spot on the field so we can get a running start there.
Here we go.
Grandpa, would you turn loose on my wrist? My fingernails is turning blue. Oh, we're going up! Grandpa, he fell out.
Grandpa, you feel relaxed enough now to have a little lunch?
Yeah, that'd be rightly nice, Kate.
Take your napkin.
Thank you.
Luke?
Thanks, sugar baby. What's the matter, Grandpa?
Oh, I was just thinking, Luke. Remembering when we come out to California 5 years ago, driving the A model. We're sure going back home a lot more stylish, ain't we?
Well, you gotta admit, we made good. Yeah, we're going home a booming success.
Yeah, I can see the expression on your Uncle Jed's face right now. He was so goddamn sure we was going to be a bust in the West.
Yeah. Remember he said we'd probably end up in Kansas City washing dishes with the car broke down?
Well, a little growing don't do no harm, but don't overdo it. Just remember they're having a tough time now.
Uncle Jed's due for a little jab here and there. He's been knocking Grandpa for years.
You know what we're going to do, Luke, when we get to the airport? We ain't going to take no streetcar to Jed's house. We're going to get a taxi cab.
A taxi cab? By jingles, that ought to do it.
We're going to drive right up to Jed's house, and we're going to walk right into the parlor with the taxi fella carrying our satchels behind, see? And then when Jed and Myra's watching us, I'm going to get out the money, and I'm going to pay the taxi fella in cash. And I'm going to give him a little tip for his staff.
Now, Grandpa, that's just going too far.
I guess maybe she's right at that, Luke. I won't give him no tip.
Excuse me, Mr. McCoy.
Ma'am,
You ready for lunch?
lunch?
Yes, sir. We have filet mignon, lobster, and ham steak.
You gives lunch on this here airplane?
Yes, sir.
No extra fare?
No, sir. Everything is included.
Well, could I think about it a minute?
I'll come back.
Luke, Kate,
What is it, Grandpa?
you know they gives you lunch on this here airplane.
Lunch?
Yeah, filet mignon, lobster, ham steak. You has your choice. No extra fare.
Oh.
Grandpa, we just ate.
But if we don't eat it, they just throws it away. We already done paid for it.
I couldn't eat another bite.
Grandpa, I am full to my scalp.
I'm just as filled up as you two is. I was only a chicken wing away from fainting when I quit.
Have you decided yet?
Filet mignon.
Lobster.
Ham steak.
They don't look like 430 Willow Lane to me. Don't even look like Willow Lane. It's like a whole different street.
Well, this is it, mister.
Well, that sure ain't Jed's place.
Well, this is 430 Willer Lane, and that's where Jed McCoy lives at.
Jed's place was a rickety-peely sort of a house.
Well, it's possible he had it painted.
Jed? Why, he can't afford to have a sore throat painted.
Well, let's try it anyways.
Say, you wait right here till we make sure now.
Admire, too.
No extra fare?
You're allowed a 2-minute flag up. No charge.
Thank you. Come on, Luke, 2 minutes.
Look at that new aluminum porch furniture.
I don't see no rocker with a wicker bottom set out of it.
Hey, there's a car in the driveway.
1937 sports coupe built into a pickup truck?
No, it looks to be a brand new 4-door sedan.
Well, that's enough for me. This ain't Jed's place. Son, you're either new around here or your windshield's in backwards. That ain't Jed McCoy's house. Come on, get in.
Jed McCoy.
Yeah? Hey, Miss! Myra, they're here!
That's Jed, all right.
Hey, Miss! They're here! Hey, Miss! I had
Myra, it's just beautiful.
Sure is, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Take a hold in that basket, Amos.
Huh?
Go ahead, take a hold of the basket, pull it on out in the open. Look on it.
That is ice. Machinery in there makes its own little blocks of ice.
Well, refrigeration's what does that.
How do you know that, Luke? You got one of these?
Of course we had.
Not with a basket.
Well, really, we
I've
have.
got 2 baskets. 2, yeah. One makes ice cream cones.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you know, for the kids.
You ain't storying, are you, Amos?
Storying? Well, I done told you when we left here that California was the land of milk and honey.
it looks to me like Smoky Corners has got a little milk and honey of its own.
A new car, house painted.
And wall to no-live.
What's been happening around here, Uncle Jed?
Well, Myra wrote you about the box factory.
How can you make money on paper boxes? You can pick up all you want back at the grocery store for nothing.
Well, the government alone buys millions of them just to ship the electronic parts and the like.
Well, I think it's just wonderful y'all doing so well.
Well, the whole gang of us is over to the box factory. And you might say 3 of us is, well, kind of executives. Well, Cousin Carl's in waterproof bag linings, and Cousin Edgar's in charge of number 4 incinerator now.
Little skinny, lazy old Edgy?
Oh, he's really shaped up, Amos. Your number 4 incinerator burns twice as much waste as any other 2 put together.
What do you do, Uncle Jed?
Show him, honey. There she is. That's your Simon Paper Company, model X387. Yes, sir. This little baby will take lots of rough handling and still come up smiling.
I'm so proud of him.
Make them smiling boxes, kid?
Yep. That'll do.
Well, I guess that's all there is to see in here. Let's all go in the living room.
Living room? She used to call it the parlor.
Grandpa, the linoleum, wall to wall.
I forgot.
This is on your television set.
Oh, my!
And here's our new electric phonograph.
And over here.
Amos, I want you to come out in the garage with me. I want to show you our new deep freezer. You got one of those in California?
Well, no, but we got a very cool cellar.
That's 100% refrigerated.
The whole cellar?
Well, if you're going to do thing halfway, don't do it.
Grandpa, a refrigerated cellar? Now I've heard it all.
No, you ain't. I'm just getting warmed up.
Just going too far. All this fibbing and bragging about how well we're doing.
Jed started it all.
But he's telling the truth. They are doing well.
Oh, you're going to rub it into me, too, huh?
No, nobody's rubbing nothing no place, Grandpa. It's just that you got our neck stuck out about 10 feet.
Now, look, I didn't ask you to come in here and jaw me. I asked you to come in here and help me wrap up Great-Grandma's presents.
All right. Where are they?
Now, wrap this picture of Great-Grandpa up real careful, Kate. It's a family heirloom.
Maybe we should have spiffied that frame up a little.
Now, Luke, don't you know you don't fool around with Mother of Pearl?
Well, I'll wrap the cameo in lots of tissue paper so it doesn't scrape the ivy.
You can't. What? Grandpa, you gave this cameo to Kate. This is what you wore at our wedding.
Grandpa and I decided that she should have it.
Granny give it to me in the first place, Luke.
She wore it at her wedding, too, you know.
Granny's got a lot of sweet memories. So we thought it'd be kind of nice to have the cameo to go along with Great-Grandpa's picture, to keep her company.
You understand, Lou?
You know, Grandpa, it don't show most of the time, but there's a streak of real niceness in you.
Well, don't leave it get around, Luke.
Mighty tasty, didn't you?
There you are, Granny.
Oh, thank you, Sonny. You know, he always has been such a thoughtful boy.
Sonny.
Granny always called me Sonny.
Thoughtful?
Luke, when I was a young boy, I was very darling.
Now, Sonny, don't feel like you have to stand here and make talk with me. Go on over there and talk to your cousins. I know how boys are.
Yeah, well, Luke and Kate, you stay here with Granny, and if she wants something, you get it.
Well, when I found out I was the only one in the family without a clothes dryer.
You mean you don't have one?
No! I I'm the only one who still hangs clothes on the line.
Well, I can imagine what you're saying.
Howdy, cousins.
What do you mean you went and bought a 4-door sedan? You said you was only going to get a 2-door.
Well, we just changed our mind.
But me and Martha went and bought a 2-door. Doggone, you tricked us. You're 2 doors up on us. Well, come Monday, maybe we'll just trade up to a 4-door.
Oh, Carl, you are so doggone childish. Will you get a 4-door? I'm going out and get me a station wagon with deluxe trim to boot. What you driving these days, Amos?
Oh, we got one of them 4-doors models.
You ain't still got that old 4-door touring car you drove out there, yet, have you?
Oh, no, we done give that to one of the Hep. We got one of them new 4-doors models.
A hydromatic?
Well, not all over, no. He's got a leather top. Well,
All right, everybody, gather round. It's time for Granny to open her present. My goodness, all this hurrying around and fussing. I'm really only 89, you know.
Granny, you've been 89 for 11 years now. Fess up.
You're 100 years old and you know it.
Well, I keep a telling you, I was just married young, that's all.
Carl, bring in Granny's present. Let's see what we got here.
All right, here they come. Make room there. Here's the first one, Granny. Open her up.
Oh, come on.
I thought you said we was probably the only ones that brung presents.
That's ours. We drove all the way to Wheeling to get it.
Oh, it's real nice.
It's got genuine diamond chips instead of numbers.
Must have cost $40.
$47.50
Wholesale. My, ain't that beautiful? Can anyone see what time it is?
Never mind the time. Just take a look at this fur collar. Just you feel that fur collar.
Ain't
That's
that...
$75, if it's a penny.
$87.50.
I feel like I was at auction. Look, get our presents out of the basket and we'll hide it.
What?
I'll give Grandma some cash and that'll show them.
We can't afford to give her no cash. We're on a budget. How are we going to get home?
Walk.
Let's see what the big ranchers from California brought.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see that, too. Where is it?
Maybe you got lost.
No, I put it in the basket with the others.
She would.
Here it is. I found it.
Oh, wonder what it is.
Oh, that show-off Amos. It's probably a pocketbook filled with $100 bills. Maybe he's joking. Come on, Amos. Where's the real present, huh?
That is the real present. We thought it was nice. Besides, we couldn't afford the kind of presents you brought.
Kate. Kate's right. Truth is, Granny, we can't afford to buy you no watch and no overcoat with a furry neck on it. We ain't no big rancher from California. We're just about getting by out there. We ain't got no leather automobile. In fact, we're still driving the A model we was wearing when we left here. When it comes to ice boxes, we ain't got but one tray. And that only works when the weather's real cold. I'm sorry if you're disappointed. Because we sure give you presents a lot of thinking. But if we just didn't pick them right, why, we're real sorry.
That's my Charlie. Tall and straight. His chin up so that celluloid collar won't cut his throat. Hair all slicked. twinkle in his eye. Oh, Sonny, I can't think of anything I'd rather have had than this picture of my Charlie. And the cameo I wore at my wedding. It's the nicest present I ever got.
Well, it beats any present I ever seen, Amos. Don't think too unkind of us for laying it on a little thick about the money. We just got carried away because we've been poor for so darn long.
Sonny, get me my crochet bag. There's been too much talking and not enough partying going on here. Granny, why, that ain't a drinking jug, Kate. That's a playing jug. And I bet you don't know that your grandpa is musical. Start it up, Sonny. Let's have a regular old-fashioned McCoy pot.